Good.
I can let that thing go.
Let's see. Hold on. Okay, so transcoded is working.
Alright.
It's working. Alright.
I don't see nobody in my chat.
Me neither.
What's going on?
I'm seeing people.
Okay, I see 13 in there. All right.
Hey, look at you.
Black mass, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mass, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. I woke up, then I logged in to that Urban X where they be flexing with that blog in. Put it down, cause my little homie called in. Had to bail him out, he in trouble with the law again. Black skin can't win in the white world. Seen a brother kill his own kid for that white girl. We ain't wanna go to school, but we had to. Every February it was scary in them classrooms. Shimmy y'all, shimmy yay. Old dirty bastards can't own dirty slaves, so they own dirty masters. Black Dot found a pot as a youngin', broke it down for his son, and now he serve it to the masses. Black mass, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mass, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Urban excellence, a product of my residence. From 4 to 44, Obama was the president. I told mama I ain't trying to go to church. I'm like Adam, every Adam is a product of the dirt. And I've been reaping what he sowed. I got the product, got the dirt. And I can teach you what I know, but then you gotta put in work. You in trouble if you waiting on the government. I told my bro I make it out the hood, and that's a covenant.
Yeah.
What's good? What's good?
Yeah.
Welcome back to another week
Yes.
of the Urban X podcast, everybody.
Yes.
Shout out to the people in the chat.
Yes. Yes.
That was off beat.
Yes.
See, that was off beat.
Huh?
Yeah. Yeah. So it's good, man.
Everything's great. Everything is great. What up, Fama-Lama in the Urban X Nation? We love you all. Glad you are here with us so we got a lot to talk about.
Yeah, man. It's been like the week's been all over the place.
Yes, we getting some cash in already.
Oh, shout outs to you.
Yeah. Sleep 4145.
Shout out. Appreciate you.
Sleep 41. Hey, appreciate that. No, real talk.
Shout out to Reid. Thank you for coming and catching a live show. He said he never caught a live
Oh,
show.
he's in the chat?
He's in the chat.
That's what we talking
That's
about.
what he said. So
You know what I mean? So, you know what I'm saying? We glad you could be here with us. And we hope we don't disappoint. You know what I'm saying? We here to light it up. How was your week?
My week was productive.
You still doing the 4:30 thing?
Yes, it's 3 of it.
Now, I'm not going to lie. One morning, I woke up. It was like 4:20. I said, I should get it. Nah.
Yeah, week
I
3.
just rolled over and went the fuck back to sleep.
It's getting tough because like you know when it's like a natural human thing. Like once you get in the role with something, and then come on, one day it's not going to.
And that's when it happens.
That's when it happens.
And that's when you get thrown off.
That's when it happens.
Because you could be on your diet and then your girls want to go out and have celebrate some shit they did. Girl, you know I got a promotion, and that's chicken wings and all that other shit.
I feel like he's throwing subliminals.
No, not at all.
At T, no,
Okay. Absolutely
Shout
not.
out to John Hart and Let's Get Free. We appreciate you.
Yeah,
always.
I'm just saying. It's always, even with me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I be out there moving bricks. You know what I mean? And then, the police will come along. I gotta stop.
See, AR, he facing time.
Yeah, he facing
talking like that.
Talking like that. Crazy. So, but that's always our lower self.
Yeah.
Peeking its head through.
Yeah.
It's like, man, fuck that.
Yeah.
You can take that one day off.
This morning, almost. Like, I was looking at my gym stuff, like, should I?
Yeah.
I need to go.
But every time you do it, it's a personal victory.
Yeah, it felt good.
Because the minute you get up, you be like, I'm glad I got up. I got this done.
And today would have been easy not to go because it was leg day too.
Right.
And nobody like doing leg day, like for real.
Got you. And me and wifey hooked up, and she said we're gonna get up early and we're gonna meditate. Oh. And that's up my alley anyway. But to do it at Union, it's great.
That's dope.
That's great. You know what I mean? So we're looking forward to that. We're looking forward to you hanging out with us for a little while.
Oh, I got a haircut this week.
I see.
Got a haircut.
But your waves ain't there.
They're not there, man.
Nah, son.
You don't gotta bring that up.
Nah, I'm just saying. Like I can see. Nope, wait. I see like a wave in the back, like a big wave, like you throw a quarter,
a little ripple
across the water and shit. And
I feel like every time my man Terry said the same thing. Every time your barber cuts like a lot of hair off, they go like a grade too low. One grade too low. Right. And I was like, but that's always good because you want it to grow in. Yeah. You know the routine, homie. You know what's crazy? So on Twitter this week, right? I saw so it was like this video, a whole bunch of dudes taking off their do-rags.
It was the wave off, right? Yeah, it was the wave off.
So some girl commented that black men's fascination with their waves is she likened it to us wanting a Eurocentric look.
How the fuck?
I've never seen a white
guy with waves anywhere. Stop it. Just stop the crazy.
Shout out to EGB boss.
Yes, thank you. We appreciate so much all the love and support. Yeah. You know what I mean?
There's a question for you, but
a question?
Yeah.
Go on.
I was wondering if you could speak on any of the Black Masonic orders, the Prince of Hall Mason.
Okay, we'll get back to that.
Okay, I'll put a pin on that one.
Put a pin on that one because I want to make sure I answer that question to the best of my ability. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because I'm not in the order.
Yeah. See? Playing around. But
you see what I'm saying? I don't know what's going on. Nah, I'm only fucking.
Yeah, so gotta get my waves back. But yeah, I saw that, and that was like a real debate going on. First of all,
that's not worth a debate.
No, scientifically, white people, the follicles in their hair,
they don't have hair; they have fur.
We're not gonna go there. But
no, that's a
I'm talking about the hair on their head, right?
That's a scientific fact. That is fur.
Follicles have in there on a circular, so when the hair comes out, it drops. It's automatically just like that, right? Black people, our follicles are more flat, so when it comes out, it's curlier. Like when you have a ribbon and you with scissors and it curls. Yeah, that's what black people hair does.
My hair spirals as well. Oh, okay. Get into the hair, this and that. Yeah. Absolutely. But white people have fur, and that's just a scientific fact. Man. All right, they shave them down and they taught them to speak. Yeah.
All right, so what do we got?
Oh, let's get ready to. No, here we go, fam. Let's get up in and got going on. There's a lot of stuff to do. Oh, so that's a nice shirt.
Oh yeah, shout out to Pharaonic.
Yeah, Pharaonic got that thing popping. Yeah, that green looks good on you.
Oh,
green looks good.
I think so.
You have waves with that. That would really be like crazy.
You ain't have to go there.
Yeah. Anyway, let's get rocking.
All right. So first things first. Megyn Kelly.
Yeah.
She was a Fox correspondent. Now she was on NBC. Mm-hmm. She actually got her
another white person down. And down goes Megyn.
So do you know what happened?
Yeah, she made some comments about blackface.
Yeah, so the comments, I didn't think, me personally,
was that crazy.
It was that crazy from what everybody was saying. Like, oh, she defended blackface.
Racist?
Yeah, she doesn't.
They say racist shit and don't realize it's racist shit. You know what I mean? She was like, you want to be for Halloween. You want to color your face dark to get into your characters. And you saw the person in the screen, what it was like.
Just trying to get out the frame.
No, because and then she wanted to be Diana Ross, and she's beautiful, and because when I was a kid, we
said it was okay.
It was okay, and I knew it was bring back the.
And talking about real quick, what white people do as well? They ask a question under the guise of really trying to ask a question, but it really be something racist.
Yeah.
But it was just, I told you, like the reaction I saw I was expecting something else in the video.
But we're in a sensitive time.
Yeah.
She's a whole lot of off the wall shit. Santa Claus is white and Jesus.
She said Jesus
white.
too, kids.
Jesus too, kids. With a straight face.
Straight face, yeah.
But what it does bring up to me is it brings the Drake situation back up.
Meaning?
He was in blackface on that album cover.
He was.
Right? He was in blackface on the album cover of what was that? Pusha T's joint.
Story of Adidon.
Story of Adidon. Yeah. And we just kind of let that slide. Nobody really addressed that specific issue of Drake in blackface. And we know the relevance and from a historical perspective. Bouncer, get out of here. That's my dog. He wants a Scooby snack. Can't wait till he go to doggy heaven. I really can't. God damn it.
The video's glitching again. I said we keep going.
Yeah, we're gonna keep going.
We're gonna keep going, and then we'll repost the video back up.
Yeah. I'm not glitching on this side yet, so. Back to the blackface. Mm-hmm. It's an issue. I thought they went way overboard with it. I thought she kind of guised her.
Yeah, I didn't think
she didn't come straight out and just say.
Yeah.
She kind of went in a roundabout way, and they're on fire with it. And then she tried to apologize, and the apology was terrible. And you know how you apologize on top of something and it makes it worse. Yeah, that's what that was. Yeah.
So okay. What about when a kid? How do you have that conversation? Like white people, like how does a white person have that conversation with their child? Like they want to dress up for Halloween, right? Somebody
famous black.
That's black.
And you want to dress up.
Yeah. So somebody gave the example like, what if my kid wants to dress like the Hulk, and then my other kid wants to dress like Luke Cage? Luke Cage is black.
That's a very good.
I'm saying you would put the kid in green that wants to be the Hulk.
But this is my point where we're making mountains out of molehills. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. In situations like that, especially from a kid's perspective. A lot of times kids don't understand racism like that. Racism, as we know, is something that's taught, right? So kids will play with kids. It's no real big deal. And so when they see LeBron James is a hero to them. Batman is a hero. Luke Cage is a hero. Some of them may want to even be the Black Panther. You know what I mean? Yeah. So now we going down a slippery slope of, because when I grew up, I had a white Batman mask. Because the face, you had the plastic mask.
The only thing is now, to be in blackface now, right? You know the backlash you're about to get, so it's kind of like, why do it?
But don't be in blackface. Be in black character.
No, exactly. Like you can. You can be in like you can be a black character, and then from the costume we'll know who you are.
Right, that's my point. So it's clear if you have on a Black Panther or Luke Cage that you're not being offensive. Right. You're paying honor to the character. But if you're just walking around in blackface, like the white guys who was walking around as Trayvon Martin. He had a bag of Skittles, he had a gunshot wound, and he had an iced tea. Right. That's clearly, you know what I'm saying, something racist. And if you know what I'm saying, if I see that, I'm gonna dress up as a police officer and whip your ass. How about that? You in character, now I'm in character. We can have some fun with this shit. You know what I'm saying? Bam! Why you hit me in the head? I'm an officer. You're a black guy, right?
So shout out to Seize the Way.
Seize the Way. Shout out to you. I want to clap this up again. That lady lost her job.
Yeah.
That white lady. All right, what else we got here?
So Trump is back at it.
My man T Rump, that's his name now. T Rump.
He's threatening to send troops down the Mexican border because basically, I guess to scare
all the people trying to get in.
Yeah.
But I saw somebody paying those people some money.
What?
I saw somebody paying those refugees literally saw it. Out there in the chat room, you might have saw it too. The guy was giving out, looked like $20 bills or something. A lot of this is crisis actors, and they're setting this stage because the world is a stage. I keep telling you.
Fear these midterm elections, which are suspect, by the way. Like the way.
Yes.
Listen, the way. And then all those bomb threats too. We're gonna talk about that.
Yes.
Right? But the way they're pushing that, if you don't vote, like the world is over. Like especially Democrats, if we don't get back the House, it's over. So and it's causing me to give a side eye. Like
and with that as well, because if that's the case, we would have been done already. You know what I mean? So don't tell me we have to vote to get the House back. And what's gonna happen when we get the House back?
I remember, didn't I tell you it was it's people were sharing like fake news, and you click the link and it was saying you to vote. I'm like, yo, y'all are wilding.
Well, once we enter a cyber world, right? Once we enter into a cyber world, all bets is off.
Okay.
So what I mean by that is George Bush's brother, they literally stole the election with paper ballots.
Oh, right.
Right? Mm-hmm. But now, this world we live in is cyber. So because it's cyber, there are opportunities for those who know how to hack to come in and steer your vote, steer your opinion, steer all of these things, your perception of things any way they want to steer it. So I am not surprised of that. And it's the easiest way. There's never been an opportunity in the world like this, where you can get to so many people from your computer at home at once. So that's not always negative. Like if you got a new album or a new product, it works for you. But those who know how to hack and get in, man, it's a wrap. So I would not be surprised, because they already said China and Russia has been listening on President Trump's personal calls for a while now.
Oh,
so we understand how this works and what's really going on.
I hope those get leaked. I want to hear what he was talking about.
Yeah.
So what you think about all these explosive devices? They're only going to people who have ties to the Democratic Party. So Holder, Maxine Waters, Obama, George Soros.
Yeah.
The Clintons, Robert De Niro, Joe Biden.
Well, again, all the Democrats received it. Fake bombs. All of them are bombs. These were highly sophisticated devices. So let's pump the brakes.
Right.
They're trying to rile our emotions up. We understand that already, right? So I always tell those who ride with us, don't be emotional. Step back.
Yeah.
Turn on 2 and 3 channels of the news at one time if you can, because Wolf Blitzer says crazy shit. He said, George Soros has been funding all of this. I heard it come out of his mouth. You know,
funding all of
not the terror stuff,
but
funding all of the elections. So we understand George Soros' position is deeply embedded in what we see.
Black Lives Matter, they're funding folks.
That's who's the main funding for Black Lives Matter.
George
he goes
Soros.
into countries and does this all the time.
Yep.
He will finance both sides.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If there's an interest in it involved with him, and the fact that all these devices were cheaply made, cheaply done,
and they're all getting intercepted,
and they all get intercepted. They're getting terrible. They're acting to me. You know what I mean?
It's kind of it's insulting.
It's insulting to those who are not. If you're intelligent, you insult.
Yeah.
Like, give me a break. Do something a little bit more sophisticated than that. You know what I'm saying? And you looked at the labels. The labels didn't look right. Too much stamps on it. It just didn't look right. Didn't feel right.
And then it was apparently they were like makeshift like ISIS flags on them.
That's my point.
Yeah, like come on.
But with that being said, we do know Trump is an instigator, an agitator. So all of these people is the people he got beef with.
That's true.
And fake news. So CNN received their package as well, right? He's been calling them fake news.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So we understand, all of this stuff is lined up to create the fear right around election time, split these audiences, a problem, reaction, solution. It's getting tired. You know what I mean? And if they can pull off 9/11, and we know they did, because Building 7 did not get hit. I'm not going to get into nothing else. Just scientifically and physically tell me how Building 7 fell, and I'm all on your team. So because you can't do that, if they're willing to do that, then this is a drop in the bucket. This might be the Democrats doing that shit on their own. You know what I'm saying? To make you, because Trump is saying smooth shit like, hey, well, let's be careful out here. You know what I mean? You never know. He said some shit about Maxine Waters or Holder, like.
Shout out to Samuel Stevenson.
Like, yo, I would be careful. Like, how you gonna say that? How you gonna say, yo, if I was him, I'd be careful? Knowing you got minions out here who take everything he say, because it could have been one of them trailer park white people. I'm gonna send a goddamn bomb to everyone. That Hillary, that what that nigga name? That Obama, the Muslim Obama, he getting the bomb. Fuck Robert De Niro, because he don't like Trump either. I'm sending bombs. Mama, let's go to the hardware store. Give me one of the names.
And then how they intercepting them? Like at the post office or like when they get there?
I don't. They accept. George Soros got his first. Somebody said that looks a little suspicious and shit. And oh shit, this is a bomb. Maybe everybody's getting bombs. And then they went and sent the sniffer. It just doesn't work like that. That's almost like the 16 terrorists.
And how do these people know where these prominent
people live?
Like, come on.
I mean, some of it may be public record. I don't know. But
I mean, I would assume, like, if you live in the same city as Obama, like, you know all the Obamas live there. But
right.
still.
But yeah. So that lets you know.
For all of these people? Like,
that's a red flag.
Yeah.
Just like the hijackers. Everything melted. The steel from the buildings.
Back to 9/11.
Everything melted.
He's not giving it
but
up,
except the licenses of Muslims sitting right on top of the rubble. What yo, no. You see what I'm saying? So everything is just wrapped up in a perfect little bundle. Get the fuck out of here. So people out there, don't get all your panties in a bunch. Yeah. Sit back, get your popcorn, and watch this shit. You see what I'm saying? Because they're going to start telling on themselves, you know, trust me, they're going to start telling on themselves. Big up to, Set in the West. What a piece. How the movie doing? I want to know. Next time you in the area, you know, if you need me, I'll come through.
What movie?
I'm in a documentary, my nigga, called Set in the West, talking about West Coast. Dude, your father is famous. You should just clap my shit up.
You see what y'all encourage?
I'm in movies and shit.
See what y'all encourage me?
While you sitting here, you know, I'm in movies. Yeah. So Set in the West is a very good documentary talking about the origins of West Coast hip hop and how they got their movement going. So big up.
That's dope. Shout out to you. Set in the West.
Yeah. You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
Not really important. I just thought it was funny.
You thought what was funny?
Trump called Stormy Daniels horseface.
He did. He called her a horseface.
And then stood on it. They were like, he was just like,
she's a horseface. Your man T Rump is your man T Rump out here going in, and he beat the case.
Yep. And
they're gonna make her pay his lawyer fees. So any money she had coming in is going back out.
That's ice cold pimping.
That's ice cold pimping right there. Yeah, that's ice cold. I gotta clap that up.
I'm not even mad.
That's pimping. Yeah. Everybody on the double word shit, right? Oh, you pimping. Yeah, that's pimping.
So, let's talk about Eric Reid and Malcolm Jenkins.
Eric Reid, give me the breakdown. Give me the story here.
Okay, so we know Eric Reid was just signed to the Carolina Panthers after being blackballed for standing with Kaepernick.
Right, he stood with Kaepernick.
Oh, he kneeled with Kaepernick.
He kneeled with Kaepernick. He's a ride or die.
Yeah.
And he lost his job, and he was blackballed just like Cap.
Yes.
But he didn't get as much fanfare, but we knew his disposition. And whenever he tried to get a job, nobody was rocking with him. Right. Continue. All right.
Malcolm Jenkins, when Cap started kneeling, and it became like a actual movement. That's when Malcolm Jenkins started raising his fist, and other players around
Malcolm Jenkins from the Philadelphia. Was he with Philadelphia at the time?
Yes, he was.
Okay, for Philadelphia Eagles. Malcolm Jenkins decided to take advantage of that situation?
I don't see when I initially saw it, I thought it was a cool protest. I'm like, cool. He's not kneeling, but still, with him in solidarity. That's how I saw it. And then I saw other players doing the same thing because I felt like the actual act of kneeling was, if you felt the same way, but you wanted your job. It was just kind of like, let me just throw my fist up.
So the fist up was the half kneel, like, I'm with you, brother, but I need my job.
Right. That's how I saw it. Right. And then after the Eagles won the Super Bowl, Mike Jenkins went on a whole press run about the Players Coalition, and NFL was donating money to black communities, not black communities.
Right.
So this past weekend during the coin toss, Eric Reid got at Malcolm Jenkins, and afterwards they asked him about it. He said out because he took advantage of Colin's protest to fund his organization.
Got you. Sort of like doing civil rights. When black people were marching those things, and white women and Jews joined in and made it something else, and then they got what they wanted.
They were trying to do that, take the knee for domestic violence or sexual assault cases.
Absolutely. So Eric Reid is pissed.
Yeah, he called him a sellout.
He's a coward. He's a coward.
Yeah, I thought
and Jenkins is a big dude.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's he wanted that smoke. But I kind of agree to a certain extent.
Okay.
In the terms of when something is already moving in a direction, they gave him a handout. When Kaepernick made a held out for even more, and much more money and much more for the cause, they shut us up by giving us something.
Right.
He takes something, make Malcolm Jenkins the face of this, while he takes the money.
And then he was going on press runs. He was on the Daily Show. He was on all these other places.
I remember.
It just came out that Josh Norman from the Redskins. He just said that he basically said it's a slap in the face that Eric Reid said that about Malcolm Jenkins because he's actually doing something. So it's
now we're being split down
the middle because it's people that agree with you like, yo, we could have got way more if we would all together. But it's him saying, but he's actually doing. We got something, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's sort of like if everybody is not going to protest at one time, then you can't do one. Right. Because we do at the NFL is 85% of players. Mm-hmm. If they all decided we're taking a knee, they're not going to fire everybody, which means they're going to have to come to the table and start resolving some kind of issues. But when one guy steps out and gets something done, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's on an island.
Yeah.
And then they throw the organization something, make him look crazy now. And he's on an island. You know what I mean? Absolutely. I did think he would take a stand. I thought Eric would stand when he got back, and he still took it.
Yeah.
That's gangster. That's gangster.
Shout out to him, man. Shout out to him. Also, shout out to Hidden Leaf DC LLC.
Yeah.
Okay. Peace, power, and pleasure. Oh, cool. Send your shirts. If you got shirts you want us to wear, send those.
Yeah, you're running out of time with that. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, we're going to leave it at that.
Yeah.
We're going to leave it at that. So I remember when we first started talking about Colin Kaepernick and the Nike deal, you said something about him trademarking his image, right?
Yes, I did say that.
You did say that. And then it came out that he in fact
decided to trademark his image.
Yeah.
And some people don't have a problem with that because they said Dr. King trademarked his speech.
Right.
I did not know that.
I didn't know that either.
I have a dream speech, but we're in a different time. And I also said you have to be corped up with a corporation behind you, because what they're going to do is they're going to take your movement and turn it into a social event where everybody can participate in it. Sort of like all the women against domestic violence taking a knee, and then why don't these people for breast cancer take a knee, and why don't the kids for disabled take a knee, and everybody's taking a knee, and it just whitewashes, pun intended, your situation. So by him capitalizing off his own image, which he should technically.
Yeah, because a lot in the number one argument you get when we talk about stuff like this, especially Kaepernick, is why does he have to be broke? Why does every activist have to be broke? And I don't agree that they do.
I don't agree that they do.
I think he should, because at the same time that is his image, right? So if other people are gonna use it
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
But my issue always is, and it still remains, I can't call white people the devil and white people are paying me. That's my issue. You know what I mean? So if I'm going to call white people the devil, or just saying, you know, whatever then my funds have to be coming from somewhere else. That's all I'm saying. And then when we found out that Nike doubled the money they gave to him that they gave to the GOP, you know, for their situation. So Nike was telling you what their disposition is. However, they see the economic value in this shit you're doing. Because movements become about, right? And I used to tell you, I used to go to the Public Enemy concerts, and I was very uncomfortable because Chuck and them was going the fuck in on white people, and 80% of the people in the crowd was white. And I was like, fight the power. Fight the power? You know, so it became a really ill, but they were into the music. Here's the thing, people are so comfortable in their power, they don't give a shit. They be like, yeah, fuck the power, man. And I rock with Public Enemy because it's true, the music is so dope, and they're not threatened that the power structure that they have built for 400 years in this country will be shattered. So you can call white people all kind of shit, and they will continue to laugh. You see comedians go in on white people all the time, and they look the least offended.
Yeah.
Just stating my point. You know what I mean? So I can't take the money, you know, from the, you know, certain corporations and then go in on those very corporations because I look hypocritical. It's like saying fuck the police, you know what I mean? And then next thing you know, I'm a cop on TV. You know what I'm saying? Or I come out with Cop Killer, as Ice-T did.
Yeah, he did.
And then next thing you know, they fuck with you and make you a cop on TV. And his acting, I like Ice-T. His acting is fucking terrible.
See, I don't watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't watch.
Where are we going now? Oh my God. Let's chase down that villain.
I don't think it's that bad, but...
Oh shit. I better get my gun. Shout out to Ice-T. I don't want that smoke. You know what I mean? Let me make that shit clear. If you hit me, nigga, I am suing. Because I need the money I got. You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
Real quick, back on the trademarking thing. I've read an interview from Jenkins, and they asked him like why he hasn't been in movies like for years. It's been a while since the last time he was in a movie, and they said he was like when he was doing his moves, they were recording his moves, and they were gonna own those moves,
own his moves and shit.
Yeah, and he would just like, well, life,
and now
you're gonna take it. So it goes to intellectual property. Like that's me. Property. Like I should get paid off me.
Right. I had a friend who was doing lectures at colleges and had to keep his shit. Like, you know, like if you're gonna lecture here, that information, he had to tell them nah. So I think he had to backdoor and create a a system where he owned his own property. Because the motherfuckers trying to own your shit. Yeah, motherfuckers crazy. Now we can hit this.
Now we get it.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So you heard about the Saudi Arabian journalist?
Yeah, this nigga's like the Suge Knight of Arabia.
Now it really is like some Jason Bourne type.
Yeah, they tried to get real funky, but he didn't have those shoes on. The dude they had walking out. Are you kidding me?
So
let's back up.
Let's back up.
Tell me the story, young man.
It's a Saudi journalist, and he was very critical of the Crown Prince in Saudi Arabia. And Crown Prince ain't like that.
Right.
So apparently he went to meet somewhere in Saudi Arabia, right? And they have him on camera going in and not coming back out. And his wife wrote an op-ed piece to the president saying like, yo, my husband's missing, blah, blah, blah. Saudi Arabia denied it for like a week, 2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
And then, you know what was so thug about it? They were saying like, what if we told y'all he died of this? Like, how would y'all react? Yeah.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
That wasn't good. So yeah, he
died in a fight
with 18 other people.
But he was dismembered in the fight. Like they chopped his head off, feet, his hands. These were some gangster dudes he was looking at. And then they sent a dude out walking with a body double, beard, a body double and shit, trying to make it seem like who does that?
So apparently,
and Bush and Trump is like, yo, we need them guns. You know what I'm saying? That arms deal, like, yo, Trump is amazing, man. The shit that come out of his mouth is fucking amazing. He said some real double down shit like, hey, we didn't know.
We
don't really know.
He said, no, he said, well, he said he doesn't know what happened. I'm inclined to believe him.
So
it's really just be that simple.
Hey. He said he didn't do it. I was with Melania. What's her name? Melania. Maybe grabbing pussy a little bit. And on my free time, he said he didn't do it. I'm going to believe him. That's all. It's fake news. Whatever. Okay? Yeah. I'm the president, and you're not. Yeah, that's it. I don't give a fuck.
And they found his head in the...
My thing is, why they gotta be so brutal with this shit? Why you just can't put one in the back of the head, give him a kiss, pow, done.
Like have him sit up in the car.
Yeah, have him sit up in the car. Right. You know what I mean? Why?
Real mafia type.
Why the sheesh?
Yeah.
Sheesh.
And all the dude, apparently everybody involved was fired, but I think that's just like we just gonna tell everybody we fired.
Yeah. Fired. And then when you get back home, we all go. Yeah, facts.
That was ill.
That's like if Malcolm has to fire me on this show. Y'all know he ain't really firing me. He will make a press release. Dotson renounce
just like
the remarks of my dad.
Dude.
Yeah, sure.
Like Malcolm on Hill with Farrakhan.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy.
God,
he shut that. He was like, yo, I don't fuck with Farrakhan. I just met him once. It was an open event. I shook his hand.
Took a picture.
That's it. Yeah, Malcolm went real left on that.
Like, dude, and it was only because I kind of watched it happen on the timeline, like in real time.
Okay.
So somebody posted. It was this white dude. He reposted a picture with Malcolm Hill with Farrakhan, and he was just like, "Oh, I used to like Mark, but the fact that he, stands with guys like Farrakhan,
who's anti-Semitic,
and then he, so Mark, like his response was like, it was a quick clap back, like, "Yo, it was a picture,"
right?
And then he says, "Well, do you renounce him?" Like, this is somebody. A random person on Twitter.
Right.
And I'm like, he made you buck like that when you could have ignored it.
Absolutely.
If the picture was 2 years ago, it was 2 years ago. That's the fact that you felt like you had to publicly renounce him.
And you clap, you shake hands with all kind of people. Look what that shit almost got Griff into with the Dallas shooter.
Oh, right.
Griff didn't know this motherfucker. Yeah. Griff do lectures all around the country. I be with him sometime. And we meet people, we shake people's hands. People, bang, shake your hand, and you go out and kill 5 cops, and now they looking for me.
Well, the narrative fit perfectly. Like if they wanted to, the story they were trying to frame, it fit perfectly. This guy killed cops. Oh, he shook hands with Professor Griff, public enemy.
Griff don't give a fuck.
Right. Yeah. Oh, and then all you gotta do is pull up his YouTube.
Griff going in on the Illuminati, all kind of white people, Obama.
It fit that fit perfectly. But yeah.
But Griff is protected by the ancestors. Shout out to Professor Griff. Give that a clap.
Yeah. I thought that was weak on his part. And I like Malcolm on him. I liked him.
Yeah, but you can't play the political game because look, Obama had to do the same thing. They live on the same block. Obama and Farrakhan live on the same goddamn block. I saw the pictures at the Million Man March that had Obama and Farrakhan. The FOI will fuck you up. Don't think these niggas don't carry guns. See, that's the bullshit. They look all niggas carry guns. They will fuck you up. You know what I'm saying? I will say this. I don't care how much thug you got in you. When you see the FOI, they just bring the bitch out in you. You just be like, peace, brother. Salam alaikum. You don't even know how to say that shit. You just straighten up. Peace, brother. So shout out to the FOI. I don't want no smoke.
You saw him.
No smoke.
You saw him. You clapped it up twice.
No smoke. But you understand my point. So you gotta
And what I'm noticing lately about Mark, when it comes to
shout out Delvin Aiken, appreciate that support. Really do.
When it comes to like real mundane political back and forth, like racism, like just real surface level racism. It gets down to like the real system.
Is this Lamont?
Yeah, like he told, like he
and
tiptoes.
He said that shit about Frances Quest Wilson.
The day she died.
Yeah, the day she died, he said some real greasy shit about him.
No, he didn't. He kind of somebody else said it.
Yeah, and he kind of
he kind of like
doubled down on that.
Co-signed it. That's what
he co-signed.
He definitely co-signed it.
And on the day she died,
yes,
that's a little foul. So when you see him, shake his hand. Yeah. shake his hand. Yeah. You are tuned into the sounds of urban.
So another week, another black man falsely accused of something by somebody white.
Okay.
Yeah. This guy, his name is Mark Peoples, and he was arrested because 3 white women accused him of some wild stuff while he was just gardening.
While he was gardening
in Detroit, in
rape,
8 Mile in Detroit, pedophilia. One woman with a gun.
Yeah, they were wilding. They were wilding. Yeah.
But he's a free man now.
Good. Let's
because the judge post case, the judge said like they're clearly profiling him.
Absolutely.
So
and we're living in a very trying time now where people are just report you for nothing. We see it happen more and more, and it's a monkey see, monkey do world we live in. These white people are watching too. You know what I mean? So some of them are just looking for attention, and some of them really will say, "Well, let me charge him, or see how far this can go." And that's white privilege on a whole other level.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Where you could just be white and get a nigga arrested. Like, God damn. They ain't even doing shit, right?
Yeah.
So we gotta be careful of, and this is not Trump's America. This is America, and I want to be clear with that because people are blaming this on Trump. No, this has been 400 years of debauchery, 400 years of the same stuff, on and on and on. So no, this is not Trump's America. America's been racist. America's been violent against us, and Trump is just giving it an extra push. You know what I'm saying? And triggering certain aspects that were deep down inside. That's all that is. But this is not Trump's America. These white people actually feel this way. Yeah. And one guy decided to say how they truly felt. Right? Mm-hmm. So we always get mad at politicians because they tell you what you want to hear. Right? And he decided to reverse that trend, which was some gangster shit. And just tell you the truth. And telling us that truth brought out emotions within certain people who really feel that way. Right. So now they feel that they have the freedom to approach you, say shit, but don't let that shit get you fucked up. You know what I mean? I'm gonna keep that a buck. Don't approach me with that. This is Trump's America shit. That's gonna hurt you. I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not being on my gangster shit right now, but I'm on my gangster shit. Please do not think this grandfather America. This is our America. And these young black people don't give a fuck.
Knuckle.
We'll give you the business. Knuckle.
Okay, so before our Urban Excellence Story of the Week.
Oh, look at her hair. Oh
so
my
wait.
God.
All right, go fix it.
Go put your hoodie on.
Go fix it and come on.
Yeah, put your hoodie on.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, you're coming on. Come on. Oh my God. She's crazy. Oh my gosh. You know, y'all know she girl. She shot her up.
Okay, myself for a minute. So, earlier this week, Odyssey sent me her first draft of her college essay.
Okay.
A statement when you apply for college or so.
Yeah.
And it was so dope to read it. First of all, it was dope to read that side of her, that story of hers, because that's her experience.
Absolutely.
Right? And
absolutely.
Urban X, one of the concepts that drove this platform to be what it was that all have unique experiences, right?
Absolutely.
Even if we live in the same house, that's my sister,
right?
But we still don't
different
have
experiences of how we see
right.
and perceive reality. Absolutely.
So her essay, it was very, very touching. Like, it was about Eli and her realizing that Eli is different.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
He is for the people don't know. And her growing up next to him, she just looked at him as my older brother. That's my big brother. But when she started realizing he was being homeschooled, she's like, "Why is he being homeschooled?" And
yes.
So that was this story was dope. And then she brought home her report card today, and she got a 90.
God damn it! Now I already know that's gonna cost me some bread. I'm not sure I should be clapping for that shit.
Yeah.
That's gonna cost me some guap. So shit, she come in now.
Come through.
All right.
Other way.
So yeah, other way. Do that camera, that magic with the camera. Put it on. Okay, yeah. Just get out the scene. Special effects.
Wow.
Come through, G.
Oh, wow. I wasn't expecting this.
So, hey. This is Odyssey, everybody.
I'm Odyssey. I'm the one that they always talk about.
Yeah, the headache.
Yeah.
The headache. So, yeah, she's our Urban Excellence Story of the Week. She's going on her third college visit tomorrow. You're going to Howard.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I'm going to real life advice on air. Okay. So, have fun. Mm-hmm. Stay away from all athletes. Mm-hmm. All Greeks. Mm-hmm. Don't take... Make your own... Make sure if you drink, make sure you watch everything, right? Mm-hmm. You're not supposed to drink. You're under 21, but you know, being real. And then, what's another thing? Yeah, just the Greeks and the athletes, man. I have a problem. Don't be stupid. Have fun. Be stupid, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So how's it feel?
It doesn't...
Talking to the mic.
Oh, okay. It doesn't feel real. You know?
Going to college?
Yeah. Because, you know, I never thought I'd really make it this far.
Why
not? Like, I've always wanted to go to college, obviously. But, like, when I see myself, like, I'm about to be an adult, Malcolm. Are you ready for that?
No.
I'm not ready for that.
I'm not ready for it.
So, it's going to be a problem for all of us, you know? But we're just.
Yeah. And I'm not sending you any money. Anything.
I'll just put my Cash App out there.
I'm not sending you
no,
any
but no, but
and like somebody said, yeah, no drinking, young lady, but
yeah. No.
Tell me the essay.
So, explain the inspiration behind your college essay.
Okay, so I picked the question. I don't know the exact question, but it was like a point of realization in my life where like it just sparked something, you know, and it was a specific moment when my dad, he explained to me, like, because the moment of realization was when Eli was playing video games all day, and I could never understand, why are you guys, like, just letting him sit there and play video games? Like, I don't get it. And then my father was like, he's living vicariously through the video games. Like, when he's playing the NBA games or the 2K19, he's imagining himself as the basketball player or the football player or the baseball player. And it didn't really click to me until he said it. And then I started to understand, like, oh, snap, like, Eli can't do these things differently. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, okay, like, he can't do certain things, so he has to do it differently.
You were a mean child.
I was very
You were a mean child. He used to him and run. He can chase you. Like, like, hit it and run really fast. Like, he could chase you.
Yeah. Because, like, our views on him were different because, like, Eli, cerebral palsy was kind of all I knew for him. Okay. And you knew, like, from when he was a baby that, okay, he's a little different. I didn't really know that until I got older. Like, oh, snap, he's different, you know? But, yeah, I didn't really care as a child. I was so mean to him.
Yeah.
It's okay.
And how has your relationship with him changed since?
Oh, it's really good. We're like best friends now.
Yeah, it's actually really adorable to watch.
Really?
Yeah. Because I remember before we actually moved here, when y'all shared a room, it was like y'all couldn't stand each other.
Couldn't stand each other.
Yeah, and then when we got here and you got your own rooms, I was like, damn, they're not gonna ever talk because they couldn't stand each other.
Yeah.
But then when I was in this room, just falling asleep in this room because y'all talking all day, it was dope.
Yeah.
It was dope. I'm happy.
Having separate rooms definitely gave us a chance to miss each other because when we shared a room, we saw each other all the time, you know. But it's better now.
So you ready for college? What are you looking forward to the most?
Boys.
No, not you. Spreading lies.
Click clap.
I guess.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I gotta go with you to move in there. Threaten everybody.
Oh my gosh.
Threaten everybody.
No.
But what you did?
I would say like the freedom. Obviously the freedom.
Okay.
Like, cause now I have to text them everywhere I go somewhere. Every time I go to the store, I'm going to the store. So like, just being able to, get a little more independence.
Like when Marcus went to college, his rebellion was not wearing a jacket when it was freezing cold outside because he knew my mother would tell him to wear a jacket. So he called my mother and she said, "What are you doing?" He said, "I'm outside." And then she goes, "You got your jacket on, right?" He goes, "Nope." And he was like, "You can't make it." And then he just hung up.
Oh.
Yeah, that was like his thing. One thing you're gonna have to get used to though is having freedom then coming back home. Whack.
Right.
Trash. Like, I remember the first time I came back home.
Yeah.
I was getting ready to go to a party and then I'm leaving out. It's like 12. And then my mother asked me, "Where am I going?" Oh, and she asked me what time I'm getting back. I was like, "Wait, what?" What time I'm getting back?
Exactly.
No, but so yeah.
Yeah.
So what else?
I'm looking forward to studying abroad.
Where?
Spain.
See, I'm always weird taking.
Yeah, I watched Taken.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't got those. We don't got those skills. Like if they take you, it's so
Stop.
slow. Like you seen the movie, he was like, it's over. I'm just saying. I don't want to scare you, but you know.
I'm gonna be fine.
What about sports?
No, I'm not really.
Not into the Greeks. Not into the Greek organization.
So
Okay.
maybe like when I start to see a little more, I'll be a little interested.
Okay. I have people to talk to.
Yeah.
I have people that
Yeah.
just in case.
Yeah.
You
Cheerleader though. That I've always wanted to do because my high school didn't have cheerleading. Like I'm a dancer, but like I want to cheerlead.
I don't know. Those be the first ones to go, man. Like,
Not me though.
I'm just saying.
Different.
Listen, I'm trying to give you real advice, like real life. Those be the first ones to get knocked off, and I'm definitely no.
All right.
No.
Anyways.
No, being real.
Come to my cheerleading games.
No.
You know.
And somebody said, "Watch those Spanish."
Spanish.
That's what somebody said.
Oh, in Spain.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
No suave. Hey.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
How many?
I have like 13 on my list.
Damn.
13 like
That's a lot of.
look at my phone.
That's a lot.
I know it's a lot.
I know what schools we want to go to. We're gonna announce it when she actually gets accepted, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I bet. So,
I just feel like I need to apply to a lot of schools because of that whole high school thing that happened to
Oh,
me.
explain.
The high school process. I applied to all these schools.
So in New York City, you applied to 12 schools, right?
Yeah, that's the max.
The max is 12.
Yeah.
How many did you apply to?
I think I applied to like 9 or 10.
Okay.
And then I didn't get into any school. And then they said that there was a glitch in the system. Whatever. But there was a glitch in the system and then I didn't get matched to any school. And that, oh my God, I'm not going to explain it. But that took a toll on my life. So I feel like I need to apply to so many schools and get accepted to all of them for high school.
I'm just throwing it out there. I got accepted to every school I applied to. Just throw that out.
All right.
You know what's crazy?
Right.
When I worked with the DOE, I used to get emails like that all the time. But people were like 95 averages, not getting into any schools, and I'm just this is my sister.
Yeah.
So I get it. Like I had like a special place for those people. Like I tried to help them extra, but I get it. But you go straight. You accept it. You straight.
Yeah.
So, and then she wound up going to a Catholic school for a year. She hated it.
Yeah, I did.
Hated it. You know what's crazy? I felt bad because I recommended it because I'm just like, nah, you're gonna have fun. But I went to all boys school. In my experience, I had mad fun, right? So I'm thinking all girls school, she gonna have fun. Didn't realize girls are different beasts, and all of them in one place. That was
yeah.
Nah, so.
And I think it was the specific Catholic school I went to.
I can see
the
that.
best.
Like
it was Catholic school's great, but like that one is just. But
and then the school she get into, she was fiending to get into this school, and now she hates it now.
And I hate it more. It's just like I can't win out here, you know?
Just like women.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I would be able. I don't know if I had the choice to go back to Catholic school. If I would go back.
I don't think you would.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's just certain things, you know. I don't know.
So with that being said,
clap that up.
This is Odyssey. This is the Urban Excellence Story of the Week. It's our first time on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna welcome back Dad. Are you okay, old man?
I am okay.
Okay.
Hope y'all enjoyed that. You are tuned into Sounds Next. That's my daughter. She's an amazing young lady. And she's doing her thing. It's her time.
Facts.
And we want to big and support that. So what we do here is real. We as transparent as we can possibly be. And yeah.
So, some more amazing news, right?
More amazing news. It doesn't get any better than this.
Diddy's opening his third charter school in the Bronx.
Clap that up.
Yeah. So he has one in Connecticut. He has one in Harlem. And now he's opening one in the Bronx, and he's donating $1 million to make sure it gets off the ground.
You gotta clap that up.
Yeah.
That's
he's opening school, like him and LeBron, they opening schools. Like
no, listen.
Come on.
Listen. I get on Diddy sometime for
real quick. He called Harlem his hometown, but he's not. Like
he's from Mount Vernon.
He's from Mount Vernon. That's the only thing that kind of irks me with that.
Yeah.
I guess because it sounds cool. Like he's from Mount Vernon, but
and he ran with a lot of dudes from Harlem.
And his father's from Harlem, right?
Yeah, his father was a hustler out in Harlem.
Right.
So I guess he wants to claim that. Mount
Vernon.
If I want to be picky about some of the other things that Diddy has done, we can. But here's the thing. You have to make your life mean something when you're in that position.
Yeah.
All of them wash their karma, so to speak. From Rockefeller, they all do dirt, but open up foundations, and that's the way they wash their karma, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? If you want to peel, the carpet back on a lot of these dudes, their stories is crazy.
First of all, the Catholic Church is based on washing karma.
Absolutely. I can go shoot up a movie theater and go to the confessional and be like,
yeah, and then they'll say, donate this to the church.
I have sinned.
Donate this to the church, or 7 Hail Marys, 12 Our Fathers, and straight.
And then you straight. So
and then that's what what's his name, Martin Luther, with the 12. What was it called when he went in with the church system about it?
Martin Luther who?
No, his name was Martin Luther.
Oh, okay, got you.
Whatever.
We'll revisit that.
Yeah, Google it. Do your Googles. But yeah, so you say he's watching this karma like as a way, opening schools as a way to like.
I'm not saying that's the reason he's doing it. I'm simply saying it's the right thing to do.
Right.
When you're in a position to help other people, because these kids who are gonna go to this school, and no, it's not the Dr. Umar, all black, militant, black, nappy head, dashiki, grow your own tomato school. No disrespect, but I'm simply saying it's a start, right? Mm-hmm. And these kids who are gonna benefit and come out of that program don't give a shit about what Diddy did in his nightlife. They just know that an opportunity was there, right? I have one of the students that I used to tutor, Anika, who received money from Oprah Winfrey.
Right.
You know what I mean? And she took advantage of that. Went to some boarding school in Boston somewhere, and then went to Columbia University, and then went back and got her master's. Clap.
Right.
Oh, Fordham. It was Fordham. I knew it was one of those Ivy League schools. That. So our kids, she took advantage of a situation, and these opportunities, you just have to make the best of what you. So big up to Diddy for that. Diddy, you can send us a couple of bottles of that Ciroc, it should be, But big up to Diddy, and I'm really happy that kids who don't know nothing about Diddy, who don't give a shit about Diddy, are gonna be able to go to a school.
I never thought about that.
They just kids.
I never thought about that. Yeah,
they just kids, man. You know what I'm saying? Now he may make a visit there,
and
once or twice,
and they still
go, yay! I don't remember your music. I'm fucking 7 years old.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate the opportunity. Because listen, it's not.
And what people don't understand, especially if you're not from New York, the school system is not the best, right? It's better.
Thank you to
Damn, dude.
My bad.
It was in my ear.
Thank you to you. Yeah.
Motivate. Motivation
Mikey.
Motivation
Mikey. I'm sorry. I appreciate that. I thought this was an African name, and I wasn't gonna try to like get my inner African on and say Mudabo Dudada. I wasn't gonna try to do that and shit.
Racist.
So yeah. Appreciate that love. Yeah.
That was wild.
That's good love. Yeah.
But the school system, like, the public school system is one of the best public school systems in the country. Mm-hmm. But when that's like when the numbers lie. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. The numbers are skewed.
The numbers are skewed at that point.
And we understand,
so, like,
for those who want to get nitpicky, this is not the best situation. This is what urban excellence is about. Us taking a situation and making the best out of it. Seeing something positive instead of just focusing on all the negative. We got a long way to go. We understand we 400 years behind our oppressor who keeps their feet on our neck. But this is what makes us special. This is why we can do the things other people can't do.
Yeah.
This is why they're damn impressed. Like, shit, they still able to do this? LeBron ain't have no father. I don't want to hear you ain't have your father. And LeBron ain't have his father. That shit didn't stop him. Diddy's father died when he was a kid. Jay-Z's father left his mother when he was a kid. You know what I mean? I can go on and on and on. Now, am I saying I'm bigging up you shouldn't have a father? You know I'm not saying that. I'm sitting next to my son. You know what I mean? But I'm simply saying each and every one of our situations is unique, and we fight through it so that we can win. So big up to Diddy for his school, and I hope he opens up 10 more of them. Clap that up.
Mm-hmm. That's fire. That's fire.
That's fire. Your waves would be fire if you had some. Yeah. Just throwing that out there.
I'm gonna get him.
Yeah, Jermaine Collins is always showing love. Big up the Dot family. You sipping that good stuff. No, this is vitamin water. That's all it is. I wish I can lean the cup. Now, I told y'all, when we get to 30,000 subs.
So we're going to do it every 10,000?
Every 10,000?
I'm with that.
Next time, when we get to 30, we busting a bottle here.
I'm with that.
Right here. Yeah. Other than that, and I would tell you, I don't give a fuck.
On the actual podcast, we had a little over 16,000 listens. So
that's dope.
I'm trying to make sure we hit 20 before the new year.
It's gonna be done.
Yeah. So tell a friend to tell a friend.
Tell a friend to tell a friend. You know what I mean? Because we just here. I ain't gonna lie. I'm just here having a good time. He beats me. I told y'all that.
I don't beat him.
He does.
I don't beat him.
He does. Right up under my armpits where y'all can't see the bruises and shit.
I mean,
back of my neck and shit.
See, he went black today.
You know what I mean?
You gotta cover that up.
Under the bottom of my feet and shit. He be pounding me out and shit. I'm walking all fucked up and shit. You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So this kid, his name is Darius Baisley.
Darius Baisley.
Yeah,
okay.
He's ranked like number 15 ESPN high school basketball in the country.
Prospect,
right?
Okay.
So I think back in March he decommitted from Syracuse. He's supposed to go to Syracuse to play college ball. He decommitted, and then he signed with Clutch Sports with that's LeBron's
team. Yeah,
LeBron's team with Rich Paul. And instead of going to college, instead of going to G League, he signed a $1 million deal to intern with New Balance.
Clap that shit up.
That's different.
I'm gonna explain all.
That's different. Apparently, he's not. So apparently he's not playing any ball. He's gonna be training. But he's not playing any competitive ball. Right.
Shout out to
Cornelius.
Man, appreciate the support.
Shout out.
Everything counts. $1, $1, $3, 50 cents. Throw all that shit in there. We appreciate it. Okay, so let me give you a breakdown.
Yeah, explain that to me.
See, remember the rules changed. They just dropped the rule last week that they're gonna start signing G League players.
Right.
For select G League players to $1 million deal.
$125,000.
I'm sorry, $125,000.
Yeah.
Right? And me and you said it's gonna work. First of all, playing in the G League is like there's nobody in the goddamn gym. Yeah. Now Odyssey told me, and this is a true story. She said, "Dad, I'm gonna be dancing at halftime." I was proud. I had my chest out. I told all my friends, "Yo, Odyssey, get down," because she's gonna be some halftime the Knicks. She was like, it's the Westchester Knicks. I said, huh? She said, no, not the Knicks.
The Westchester
County Knicks. And that's the G League team. And I was like, oh, so I had to make a few phone calls. Like, nah, nigga, don't go down like to the Garden. No, they down like in Westchester. And then you go to these like 5,000 people in the crowd.
But they had Jimmy Fredette there.
He was killing because it's G League. Right?
Yeah, he was killing.
He's fucking G League.
Yeah.
So sometimes it benefits the players to go to 1 year of college, play in front of 80,000 fans everywhere you go, get that whole experience, and then come out. But for those who don't $1 million as an intern, right? So he can stay home, pay bills.
He's gonna live in Boston.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah. Live in Boston, pay his bills. He probably promised his mom's a house or something. Mm-hmm. You know, he's innocent kids, struggle, and he don't have to get dedicated and hustle out here in the street and do all this kind of stuff. I gotta clap that up. He's gonna set the tone for other players who don't want to go to college but don't want to go to the G League. These sneaker companies are gonna find ways to make sure you good, because at the end of the day, it's all about. Side note, I don't know if this is in your notes. I never know where he going with it. There was a transgender.
Oh, no, I got
it. You have it. Okay. Yeah. Because I'm going to tie all of this in, you know. There's a transgender woman skull. She's an MMA fighter, or he, or whatever, cracked the skull of a real woman in the goddamn valley.
Yeah.
Now that's crazy.
That's wild.
This is what we talked about when you got your little son Tommy out there, you know what I mean, and he's fighting, or you know, your little daughter, you know, she out there, and then some little boy who thinks he's a fucking girl has got your daughter in the fucking yoke. This shit is crazy.
Yeah, I actually watched the fight. It lasted like 2 minutes.
2 minutes. Just kind of
first
brutal.
round. Yeah, she was bleeding. It was ugly.
This is what I said. One of these 6'5".
And then afterwards, she said, like, I've never felt power like that before.
This thing. Said she's never felt.
No.
You're a man.
No.
The victim.
The victim, yeah.
Said I've never felt, because she's never been beaten by a man before. Yeah. Makes sense to me. Now, one of these 6'7", 6'8" basketball players who can't make it to the NBA is going to tuck his shit down and say, I am now a girl, and be slamming.
You didn't even have to do
Boom!
that. You didn't have to tuck it. You just said, I identify as a woman.
Identify as a woman. Be dropping 45 a game, like, boom!
Yeah.
And say, what? So, y'all, this is what y'all wanted.
Yeah.
And this is what y'all gonna get. This shit is gonna get real weird when he shave his beard and say, instead of Sam, call me Sally or Samantha. Yep. And he's 6'7" with goddamn big ass bulging muscles. Just stepping on chicks' neck like slippery slope when we start talking about you identify.
And this all be stuff that we around about.
Look at this shit.
Yeah, and it's all be stuff that we round about, like, ask for too, like, damn.
Yeah, well, we asking for it. Yeah. Everyone should be who they are. Well, if you didn't like who you were, how crazy is that? I should, why we just can't be who we want to be. You didn't want to be who the fuck you was. Facts?
Sound logic. No, leave it. No, stop.
Just saying.
Stop.
And, you got to be careful with, because, some of these don't forget these gay dudes is dudes.
Oh, no. My cousin, he can fight.
They'll get down.
Yeah, he gets busy.
Switch on your ass. You think you gonna, bitch, what? What? Yeah. And then they come out, you didn't remember this thing was a boxer in high school, fucking Golden Gloves, and putting hands on you, serious working. Yeah. It's that black guy getting beat down by. Yeah, that's the way it goes. But I will sue your ass.
This is really random, but your use of the word irregardless.
My use?
Of the word, yes.
I say that a lot.
You say that a lot, the word.
Irregardless.
Irregardless, right?
I say nigga, irregardless, what else?
So, but that word...
It's not a real word?
It's not a real word, no.
Oh. So all this time I was using it.
A lot of people mistakenly use it.
And it's not a real word.
Yeah, a lot of people mistakenly use it, right?
And you wait until we get on the air.
Yeah, I mean,
for millions of people.
I thought it was funny.
To remind me that I'm using a word that don't exist.
Because my friend
So
noticed
you know what?
it.
Be more Pacific about it.
Pacific.
Yeah, be more Pacific about what you talk about.
No, because my friend pointed it out, and she was just like, "Yo, is irregardless a word?" And then we all had like a real debate, like, but it's not.
It's not.
So the word "regardless" means without regard.
Right.
The prefix "ear" means without. Irresponsible.
So it's like a double.
Yeah, it's redundant.
It's
like,
redundant.
Yeah.
Let's clap that up.
We learned something new.
That's something new.
You know.
And I thought that was one of my strong ones. Like, regardless of what they say. They probably said, this kid didn't. And I'm not going to lie,
No,
I just got a GED. I got a good enough diploma. So I should be able to say shit like that. You know what I mean?
Oh,
all of you college kids.
I'm just saying,
Yeah.
you know. And you know what's crazy? Somebody, like, as we were debating that, somebody even commented that, like, irregardless, ... I'm like, oh, this person noticed it too.
Be mindful. You know what I mean? That I don't say that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I like that. Thank you out there to the chat. Whoever participated that shit. Yeah.
Oh, okay, so, real quick.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
Let's talk about AR Ab.
AR app, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So he's facing, like, him and 8 other people got indicted by the feds on drug conspiracies, and they pointed AR Ab out, the Philly rapper, the leader of that gang. Everybody else got charged as members. So he's looking at 200 years. They say.
Wow. 200 stacks.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's insane. That's insane.
Yeah, that's about time.
And people are blaming Vlad because he did an interview talking about, you know, his drug selling.
So the person who's selling the drugs, they're blaming an interview.
Yeah.
Okay, that doesn't make any sense to me.
I agree.
Okay, so let's talk about it.
Yeah, so a lot of people blame Vlad because they say Vlad asks a lot of incriminating questions, which he doesn't say you have to answer, but that's just me.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And I've watched a lot of interviews where people who are talking about past dirt that they did, and they're saying like, oh, it's past the statute. It's like it's closed. I could talk about it. Mm-hmm. I guess he was still doing it because when I was watching that interview, I thought he's talking about something in the past, like he's rapping now, he's getting some money. I didn't think he was still doing that.
Right.
But guess not.
Here's my thing. I have no issues against Vlad per se. And because he's not forcing...
I got a few, and it's just like, I feel like he just inserts him into the culture when he doesn't really deserve to be there. Like, he calls himself an OG, and you know what also irks me about him? I don't know if it's even him doing it, but on his website, when he's talking about somebody's baby mother, he says, like, this rapper's baby mama, and I feel uncomfortable hearing that from white people.
Okay.
It's just something random, but that.
Okay, no, those are all valid points. Then don't go on his show. Don't watch his show.
Right.
That's my thing. You know what I mean? So if I got an issue with you and I don't like what you stand for, I'm not going to participate because all of these rappers, all of them validates his existence. Because if you didn't think he was significant, obviously you think his platform is significant. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So, and then again, the platform, and I want to make this clear, the platform is almost neutral. You know what I mean? A shout out to Joe. All right. No,
he's trolling.
Oh, okay. So, get rid of the troll.
Present.
Yeah. So, like World Star, people complain about World Star, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. World Star, I paid to have my video up on World Star, and I chose to put something positive up on World Star. Now, granted, I didn't get a lot of hits and all that old kind of stuff. But the platform is neutral.
Right.
How you choose to portray yourself on that platform. So, if you go on Vlad's show and you choose not to answer the questions he wants you to answer, you still benefit from being on the show, taking advantage of his platform. You see what I'm saying? Because I've seen Polite go on his show, I think Omar, a couple of them, and they smart enough to know not to say some incriminating shit. So therefore, I'm using the platform so I can get my message out because, again, it's about the message. You know what I mean? So I have no issues with Vlad in that sense. You know, I just don't follow, And he's always trying to, like you said, plan himself here and this and that. But he's Russian, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
So those are different kind of.
Yeah.
Russians will fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I just.
So
yeah,
with the AR-AB situation,
yeah, I don't blame Vlad. Like you could, because I told you about this interview.
Was Vlad in the trap house?
Yeah, no.
Was he moving any bricks?
Nope.
Okay, so then I can't blame Vlad.
Yeah, he interviewed this dude. This is he from Atlanta? I think he's from Atlanta. This rapper called Pee Wee Longway, and he didn't answer nothing. Like he was just dodging questions. I'm just like, everybody could do that if you want to.
But you tend to make yourself seem greater than you are.
It was another rapper, Rollo, and I think he's in jail right now.
Okay.
Because I guess he was still doing what he was.
That doesn't mean that might not be connected to some other shit.
I think he is.
He might be.
The stuff he knows about these rappers, it freaks them out. Like, how did you know that?
That's my point.
Yeah.
He either got a very good research team or he be connected, and now you make the work easier for the feds. So I'm not gonna dismiss that fact either. You know what I mean? Yeah. You got to be careful what you say. But most of them are snitching on themselves.
Yeah.
Right? So Vlad just got a very big platform. They bring you on. So tell me about the time you shot your cousin.
Oh, word. Right. It was me.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Me, Tony. And, allegedly, somebody clapped his ass on September 9th at about 9 p.m. And the feds is just like, okay, you're going to pick your ass up. So how you choose to deal with him is what you gonna get out of it.
It's funny that hip hop has this thing about snitches, but like rappers tell on themselves all the time.
All the time.
Yeah.
It starts in the rhyme. How many people, how many bricks you sold, how many, and I understand some of it is theatrics, but in the court of law now, that shit can be used against you.
No, yeah.
See it against X amount of rappers.
It was this rapper who, like, the case was cold. Like, they didn't know who did it. It was like, yo. So, and then he described, like, the detail.
That only he could know. Yeah. That only the kid could know.
Yeah.
It was a Tuesday night.
He was on the porch. His sister came.
1985. Yeah. One hubcap was missing. Nigga, that's you. You see what I'm saying? So, the mentality of some of these dudes, shout out AR-AB. I hope he can beat these charges. You know what I mean? Because I heard they brought him up on some shit before. Similar. I don't know. I'm just saying.
No, apparently, they have a snitch working with them now.
Oh,
somebody from his crew is telling.
Okay, so
that's what they said. And then the feds, come on. If the
feds
come on.
Yeah, the feds come in.
And then you said that if he actually got off once, now they trying to bury him.
Now they pissed. Right. So if he beat the charges before, and listen, all of this technology, you got a cell phone with you, you snitching on yourself. We all know these microphones is on. That's why I say there are no secrets in this day and time. So, if you doing street crime, you in an episode of The Wire, nigga. You could turn on The Wire, the TV show, and see your ass, nigga. You live in the show, making a fucking sale. You know what I mean? So don't be crazy with this shit. It's cameras on every block. You know what I'm saying? The feds don't play. They build the case on you. You think you living.
Yeah, they'll let you rock for 5 years.
Rock.
Go ahead.
And when they come through and say, all right, that's enough, trust me, that's enough.
Yeah.
They got enough to shut you down. And then if you got somebody in your clique snitching, you can kiss the baby.
Yeah, it's over.
It's over. You ain't beating that shit. Nigga be in the fucking courtroom like this. That's him. This motherfucker. Yeah. Are you sure? Yeah. Him.
Yeah.
It's a wrap. It's done.
So tomorrow they actually sentencing Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Yeah.
Okay.
From the
sexual assault situation.
Yeah. From 2015. A part of the plea deal was that he had to be an upstanding citizen.
He joined some kind of freedom group recently.
That's because the sentence is tomorrow.
I get it.
Yeah.
If I was getting ready to go to jail, you see me feeding the homeless, taking photos, you know what I'm saying?
But so the prosecutor, I think it's the DA, they want him to get like the maximum 3-year sentence.
Okay, and his career will be over at that point, yes?
Yeah, and a lot of people are upset. But if you read what he agreed to, and then what he's doing, he's wilding.
Be like, you like to call yourself 69, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember me and my wife used to 69.
That's gross.
And you got the rainbow hair. You kind of look like her, huh? Takashi, I got your fucking Takashi. Wait till his ass get in here, huh?
Yeah, that's
gross.
gross.
Nigga, you named yourself.
You think they're going? You think he's gonna get any time?
I hope not. I never want to see a young man, go to jail who shouldn't be. You know, we just had a white woman who lost her job earlier. She lost that shit. So I'm rooting for him. I haven't heard nothing crazy from him lately, so maybe his team, has got on him about, cleaning up his image a little bit. I hope he's gonna be okay. I really do.
I'm actually curious. Like,
yeah, because he wouldn't make it. He don't look like he would make it.
Yeah, I'm actually curious.
With rainbow hair and a name with 6'9" in it, that doesn't look like he's gonna make it.
Yeah, so he'll be alright.
Maybe him and Bill Cosby could team up or something. You know, when I was your age, I would never call myself a 6'9".
I'm passing my phone.
Oh, phone. More trolls. More trolls. Get him out of there.
Get that.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
Okay, this is an Ohio State football player. He was cleared of all rape charges.
He was cleared of all. Let's clap that up immediately.
Yeah. So, he refused to take a plea deal, and he was facing up to 22 years for rape.
Mm-hmm.
And then the woman recanted her statement and said it didn't happen. And then apparently, his lawyer painted the picture like, she told him that she wanted to be an NFL wife, she wanted to have his baby, and he just was like, no. And then that's when she said.
And that's when she came with the fake charges and destroyed this man's life. Those were the best years of his life, right? Am I correct?
Yes, yeah. He no other school would take him.
No other school would take him.
It kind of derailed. I think he had a chance to go to NFL.
Yeah, he was a prospect.
Yeah.
And I told y'all before, on these college campuses, a lot of these poor white girls are looking at these black guys as the meal ticket out of here. They're just like waiting on the damn runway and let me catch a ride up out of here. And if she didn't say nothing, she might have pulled the shit off. Like if she had just went along with it.
Because you know what the crazy thing is? Like, I feel like we have so much data, right, for black athletes and white women.
Right.
So much data. Like, you could just go through it
all. Yeah. I saw one picture of the Kansas City Chiefs football team. All black players had white wives except one guy. And they were sitting there like, you know what I mean? So when we begin to understand, and it goes back to these college campuses, which are filled with nothing but white women who see this as their meal ticket. And a lot of them are racist. But they go, this guy's about to make $20, $30 million. I'm willing to tolerate this. She probably gave her plan up early, what her dreams was. And he was like, man, it ain't all about that. And destroyed his life. Now, where's the Me Too movement on this? Why are they not arresting her now?
Facts.
And putting her up on charges?
Because right now he actually had to start a GoFundMe page for the trial.
For
fees.
You see what I'm saying? And the fact that he know he didn't do it, and you damn right I'm not taking no plea deal.
Which gangster? Because that's a lot of people that just go, alright.
Yeah, because I don't want to deal with the headaches of facing. And he stood on his square, and big him up for that. Speaking of squares, then we want to talk about the. Somebody asked about the Masonic orders.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. I don't know where to start with that because there are multiple levels when I speak about that. There's the ones who wear the jackets and get the fish fries. Mm-hmm. They know a few handshakes. And then there are serious organizations who share a bit of information, right?
Yeah.
Just a bit, and that bit of information is really probably to keep most in check, so to speak, because the only way so few can control so many is through these secret organizations in which they pass handshakes, speak the language of symbols and things of that nature, and they send you through a course of rituals, see if you're worthy, and if you are worthy, doesn't mean you're truly worthy. So you can be moving on as a 33rd, make a degree Mason, but you're still not in the loop because they're looking for the best of the best who are willing to make this their family over their own families, over their own countries, as long as you pay your allegiance to what it is that we do. All the way back to the Knights Templar, and all of that stuff comes from the Moorish science and the Moors who traveled the world and understood in Kemet, and we had to study for it. So it's a long a history of keeping secrets. There's nothing wrong with being able to keep it secret, right? Because that's just the way society is structured. Even in the football team, you get in the fucking huddle, you know what I'm saying? So we can try to keep it secret. So it's the type of secrets and what they're doing so that they can remain in power. And then there are some that say the highest of the highest level, you're not even dealing with humans. You know what I mean? So I've read enough books on the Illuminati and all of these Masonic orders. And then there are those who really, know their craft. So I hope that gives you an understanding. If you're thinking about joining, that's a decision have to make.
That's a you thing, yeah.
That's a you thing,
yeah.
You know what I mean? So that you can go in and the experience is going to be what you want it to be. You know what I mean? I am not. You know what I mean? I know those who are. I mix with and mingle with those who are. Obviously, I'm in, within the community I'm in, but that's just not my thing personally. But this is your journey. I forget who it was. This is your journey. But do not think 1% of the people in this world can hold 99% of the wealth or 95% of the wealth without them having a secret, or without them being able to convey messages above the masses. And every time we study and put our head in our books, we come up with one or two jewels that we crack a code here and there, but we are so far off base. You know what I mean? Right. Because you got the Scotland, you got so many different sectors, and they don't all get along with each other. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You got the Scottish Rite Masons. I forget the other one that's always going back and forth.
Somebody said white Masons don't look at Prince Halls as fake. So
they don't even respect the Prince Hall Masons because it's Freemasons, and we weren't free men at the time. And then Prince Hall came about and created a sector where the brothers could have something amongst themselves. But the Moorish Science Temple don't even treat that shit as a secret. They just give that shit up. You know what I mean? With the astrology, numerology, occult science, wizardry, all of our magic. You know what I'm saying? All of that stuff is, what it is. And, you just can't share everything with everybody. Look, your man AI getting snitched on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. His niggas in his own camp couldn't even keep a goddamn secret. So I understand the importance of being able to keep secrets and how they move, but it's levels amongst levels to that. So you better off asking somebody who, can tell you something more in depth.
And shout out to Katrina Yarborough.
Shout out Katrina. Appreciate the love. Appreciate the support. We still got a lot of trolls today, huh?
No.
Oh, okay.
What, you see what happened with Ashanti only selling 24 tickets?
Yeah,
that was at Stony Road.
Okay, so first of all, if she's doing college tours, her management team needs to get a smack in the face. Yeah. Because these college kids don't know who Ashanti is. Her music was 15 years ago. Yeah. Right? Now, so if that's all the work she can get, then that's fucked up. I think I can sell 15 tickets right now. Because listen, I'm bringing my cousin, his cousin, my aunt gonna show up, and her cousins, Chill, Nicole, Dave. I can put 30 people up in there. A couple of the people in the chat might live in New York. Doc, you performing? Yeah, I'm performing. I can do better than that. No disrespect, but I'm saying her team is going to do a better job because she has a great catalog. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I would go see Ashanti at a concert.
Because when I heard that, I was like, word, only 24 tickets. Especially on my camera, I don't win.
Yeah, 50 went in on that shit.
Somebody tweeted every day. I realized why somebody shot him 9 times.
Oh my God, he went in. Like, bitch, you can only sell 24 tickets. 50 is brutal. But again, I would go. She's from my era. I remember that music well. Her and Ja Rule play well together. Mm-hmm. His catalog is crazy, but not for college kids who are 18 years old. Yeah, they want to see Drake. Yeah. They want to see Migos. They want to see them fuckers. You know what I mean? Yeah, so that was bad on, but her management like, look, it's been dry out here.
At least do a smaller venue so if you
Stony
pack
Brook,
it out.
Yeah, right.
It looks better, yeah.
Little club event. Oh, we sold out. Yeah, only 200 people to fit in, but it's packed.
It's sold out though.
It's sold out. Right? So shout out to Ashante. We making fun and all of that, but our catalog is worth more than that. But you gotta know your market. You can't go to college kids who want to see Drake and Migos. No, not a good look.
Yo, speaking of college, did you see the Clemson kid fall through the floor?
Through the floor, that was crazy.
Yeah, actually, if you're at a party, don't jump in the middle of the floor with everybody. That was stupid.
That was crazy. But they're thinking that this is,
But first
the
of all,
last thing they think is that the goddamn floor's gonna fall.
First of all, the houses that they have in college towns
be makeshift.
Yeah, that's why they're giving.
Yeah, they be makeshift. Facts. They be makeshift houses.
Yeah, that was sad. And then 8 people were in critical condition.
Yeah, a lot of people got hurt.
Yeah, that was ugly.
Yeah, that was ugly with that. You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X. Any questions down in the chat?
Oh, quick update. So 3 weeks ago, we talked about the story of a kid in Philly who got arrested for playing with a toy gun. So quick update. All the charges got dropped from that.
Oh, okay.
So he's
good.
good.
Okay, good.
So
Right, we did that story about 3 weeks ago. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Somebody said, Black Dot, what are your thoughts on the invasion of the caravan in the southern? I told you, I saw somebody giving them dudes money. You know what I mean? So I don't know how real that is. This whole world is a stage. And, I'm not one to give my energy like shit is real because I told you there's real, R-E-A-L, and real, R-E-E-L. And they have blended the lines between these false flag events and merged them shits into reality, right? I gave you the scenario. You in the supermarket, you hear gunshots, bang, 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 bang. They're blanks. That's cats all over the place. You don't know that. You come out and swear you was involved with a goddamn, shooting. So now, because they know everybody got a camera, using cameras against you now. So the stuff that you're seeing, and Trump is telling you, it's all fake news. It's fake, it's all fake news. And we going, Trump is out of his mind. No, there is a lot of fake news going on. All right, so caravans most likely stays. That's what I said. Daniel's son.
They got some funny names on here.
Do you believe blacks are working more now that Trump is in office? What is your take? I need to see numbers. See, I never use the president as a gauge for how I'm going to get my money, because if I do, I'm screwed. Whether it's a Democrat, Republican, to me, that's white people business. So I'm always looking at the spirit of the people. We have to do for this system, not designed to help any of us get ahead. Now, with that being said, if you make a lot of money, right, then and you decide to rock with Trump, you can give Trump the credit. That's like your man go out and work 80 hours a week and put food on the table, and you thank Jesus for that shit. He like, whoa, hold the fuck up. Jesus didn't work those 80 hours. I worked fucking 80 hours. You know what I mean? But we're programmed a lot of times to give somebody else credit for what we do, and they're running this scam on us. If you vote for this person, this will happen.
And you know, this actually just came from the New York Times. President Trump actually proposed lowering the prices of certain prescription drugs based on the cost of, based on their cost in other advanced industrial countries.
Say that again.
Based on how much it costs to make those prescriptions, he's proposing to lower the cost.
Oh, okay, that would make sense.
That would make sense, but that never happened under Obama because look where he was getting his money from.
Absolutely.
Look who was lobbying for him.
Absolutely. So
there's
gonna be small things. You gotta follow the money.
Yeah, that's what it boils down to.
Always follow the money. Now he did sign that Music Act when Kanye was in office. Mm-hmm. So now streamings, or those who get money from streaming, will get royalties now. So he did sign. I forget the name of the act. The Modernization of Music Act, something to that effect. He did sign that, so if you an artist now, you streaming, now you can get your bread up. Yeah. Black Dot, what do you think about the caravan? Well, we said that. Can you speak about Cameroon election vote rigging, please? I'm not familiar with that. And next time if somebody put me up on it, I promise to. Black Dot was spot on. Thank you. $4.99 for Chicago line. Appreciate it. Any word on Bobby Hemmett? I haven't heard anything on Bobby Hemmett. I think Panic will probably be the go-to guy that would be able to give you a more up-to-date situation on the Bobby situation. I saw a thumbnail of him holding. Oh, did somebody said Meek Mills is down with OVO now?
No, I think he's doing a song with Drake because he has an album coming out. And remember, like they came out, they performed together. So I think he has a song with Drake coming because he held up a chain. He held up the Dream Chasers chain.
Okay.
So that's what I think.
Yeah, and I think
and they make great music together. So
sure. At the end of the day, it's about the music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we've been beneficiaries of some great. Is beneficiary a word? At least let me ask this shit before I.
Okay, so think about it like this, right? You can say think of a sentence where you say irregardless and then just say regardless. It works either way.
Okay.
Think about it.
All right.
All right. So.
All right. Yeah. Listen, I'm open to be educated, and stuff, because I just got my good enough diploma, and we having that graduation war movie. No, when it came to New York, it was really weird. The day I heard about it, I told wifey about it. It was sold out in New York. It's a movie called War by Jason Black.
Who's Jason Black?
A film director who's telling a documentary story. I think he interviewed a whole bunch of white supremacists and other people, saying that we're heading for a race war. You know what I mean? And you see all these white people teaching their children how to shoot at an early age, especially in these rural neighborhoods, and they really believe that a race war is coming. Then there was a sector of white people, patriots, and with black people, they know their government is full of shit. You know what I'm saying? So they're not going to give up their arms because they understand that the government is going to try something too, and it has nothing to do with black people. So there are different sectors, going on. Doc, what do you think about the grocery store shooting? Oh yeah, that was crazy.
Kentucky?
Yeah, in Kentucky, Kruger's, and the guy shot two black people.
Killed two black people.
One was the son of a politician or something to that effect, and then he confronted a white guy.
I said whites don't shoot whites.
Said whites don't shoot whites. His name was Gregory Bush or G. Bush. G. Bush. Okay, so we'll keep our eye on that. But he represents the new America, not Trump's America. Trump may wind up taking credit for it, or people who are trying to make him the fall guy. Because if you listen to the narrative on the news, everything is Trump. This is the workings of Trump. We need to be more united now. So you got to be careful with all that stuff. Oh, the president of Cameron president just got voted in again, already done 32 years. He will be 92 when his term. The people are saying they voted him in.
So you know how corrupt these African countries are.
African country. But shout out to the president of Ghana.
I heard that's fake news.
That's fake news.
I heard that's fake news. Yeah. Don't even.
So that was about to start rumors.
Yeah, don't even. That's fake news.
It's fake news, Black Dad. Okay, I watched your show. You said the Ghana thing, fake.
But
news.
Elections in African countries.
Forget about it. Them elections, please.
Somebody said all they do is they said, I just give me the votes. I'll count them in the room.
I'll count them in the back. And the winner, once again, President Mugabe. Get the fuck out of here. That shit is worse than the shit Bush brother did.
Oh yeah.
Kanye donated $75 to $75,000 to the mayor of Chicago. Let's clap that up. She's a kid.
This is somebody who's running to be the mayor of Chicago.
She's running to be the mayor.
Black woman, yes.
Yeah, a Chance the Rapper is.
He endorsed her.
Okay, so he's putting his money where his mouth is. What's up from London? Appreciate you out there in London.
I have to go out there, man.
Oh, London is real.
Yeah, I gotta go.
London is real. You have a really good time. Our black people are all over, and we all on a string. We're all on a string, meaning our struggle is a united struggle. Everywhere we go, this is a united struggle. Different consequences and circumstances, but it's a struggle. And then there's our people who are fighting. You know what I mean? And it's an amazing thing to see. And hip hop, as the universal language, has given us an opportunity to travel under the guidance. I I go under hip hop. That's the flag I'm under. So wherever country I go, if they speak hip hop, I'm good.
What do you think about Rihanna? Somebody asked, what do you think about Rihanna turning down the Super Bowl performance?
Rihanna turning down the Super Bowl performance to support Kaepernick, and now it's a monkey see, monkey do situation. Somebody else turned it down, and I'm with that because the strength is in numbers, and for her to say, I don't need that bag, and I want his cause to stay alive. Remember, I was never against Cap. I'm against you Negroes living vicariously through Cap, never getting off your couch, regardless.
I just, I didn't even realize why he said that. I was like, why he do that?
You see what I'm saying? So that's what we're talking about now, right? So get off your couch and become active. Activism in your own rights is I'm always with that. But don't let them hold somebody up and move your energy around because it's just.
Some people would try to say, oh, she should have went up there and like had like a real militant performance. But I think
Beyonce did that.
But exactly, and I think
Formation.
Right, I think her declining to do it is at the same level of Beyonce doing that. It makes the same statement.
It makes the same statement.
It makes
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. And other people of a lower economic status might take that because they me to come through and do my 2011 album. I gotta take that bread, clap that up. I got bills to pay. You see Odyssey, shit. Fuck, she get 95s and shit. I gotta pay for that shit.
Yeah, that was jokes.
Yeah, I come through.
Regardless,
I'll come through and rock my joints.
Shout out from
and Vic, that whole crew is always taking care of me when I go out there. When I talk about Toronto, I am not talking about Toronto in the hood. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Malcolm, don't rush here. Okay, to England, going through it right now. Yes, blacks are going getting stabbed and shot down. I heard about that.
Yeah.
Out there. You know what I mean? So let's
Damn, struggle everywhere, man.
The struggle is everywhere, but I will not rely on anybody but us to just fight going through our music, through our art, through our love for our women and protection for our children. We have to one by one take on that individual challenge. Just do our best, and that's all I can do.
Right.
I'm not perfect. All I can do is my best. When I see this young lady off to college, she filled with so much information. We protected by her ancestors to the best of my ability. We have real conversations in here about money, sex, drugs, because I would do a disservice if not and sometime out in the world, some Spanish nigga when she out on her studying the boy, they look at you, you're beautiful. You come to Spain and get with me. Who's your daddy, Black Dot? I don't know no Black Dot. This is Spain. Stay here. Fuck out of here. It won't happen, Eduardo. Not on my fucking watch. It ain't happening. Anything else going on out here in the chat? We want to thank you for your support. As always. Anything else you didn't get to on your list?
Let me see. Oh, me and you were having this debate about Jay Prince.
Jay Prince. Okay, yeah. Let's get to some Jay Prince.
Yeah, he threatened Pusha T. He said, you an ant, we can smash you anytime.
Yeah.
I said, 15 years ago, yeah. Now, no.
Why you say now he wouldn't be able to smash him like I am?
It's just too much going. Like, first of all, for somebody of his reputation, for him to actually say that publicly.
I didn't think he meant it literally. I didn't think he said he wanted to smash Pusha as an ant to say, I'm going to bring my boys. I thought he meant Drake is such a powerhouse.
And he didn't smash him.
No, he did smash him.
No, he did not.
Kiki, do you
okay, but
he smashed his ass.
No. Listen.
He did.
If you can't call
I'll
that.
show you how to network.
No, you can't call that the battle.
What's
if
that
I'm not fighting, that's not the battle. If I'm not fighting for that, you know what I'm saying? If I'm not chasing commercial.
Okay, so he's an executive. Drake beat his ass in sales. That's all I know. Now, yes, he did. Drake won the war.
I mean,
he sold 70 gazillion fucking songs. Right?
Yeah.
And nobody's talking about Pusha T anymore. Who? I honestly didn't even know who the fuck Pusha T was.
Okay, well that's not. See, that's
like
that's a whack argument. No.
Hold on. Who's this Pusha guy?
No. That's a whack argument. Who's still talking about anything that happened in May?
No, but you know what we talking about? Kiki.
Drake is the big star on the planet. Obviously.
Yeah. That's all. And it must be pissing Pusha T off because he keep hearing the fucking Drake songs.
No,
that album. One of the albums. Pusha T had one of the best albums.
He has the best album of the year.
That shit is hot.
The best album of the year.
Yes, his shit is crazy. For pure hip hop. Don't get me wrong. It's not hip hop, it's hip hop. Right? So, but for hip hop,
I stand on that.
He got at him, and I rock to it. But that Kiki shit, I'm sorry. Nas won the battle. Jay-Z won the war.
Okay, touche.
Sign that nigga.
Touche.
Said, nigga, you work for me now.
Well, that's because
I wouldn't give a fuck. The last person I would work for is Jay-Z. After that shit we went through. Give a fuck. Right?
I'm just saying, if you're not chasing commercial success, then
no.
Who wins what?
We are all chasing. Everything is commercial success now. This shit we doing has got fucking commercials in it. That's commercial success. And I think you should put a few more fucking commercials. Like this nigga put a commercial at the beginning, and I be like, nigga, put some color on that shit. Cut that shit up. Put some more shit in there, right? But everything is about commercial success. Now, there is no underground, all that theory of underground music. If you're on the internet and you have a digital presence, then it's all commercial to some degree, right?
Yeah.
And Drake didn't sell out. Drake has been doing this shit since he showed up. So we can't say Drake had switched up and now he pop. No, he came in pop.
Yeah, sure.
Right? So, big up the Pusha, who stood on his ground. And back to Jay Prince, I think Jay Prince is the OG who was just saying from a corporate, you don't exist. You're not on the algorithm anymore.
Okay.
Unless those are true Pusha T fans. Now, somebody dug his ass back up and put him back on the timeline recently. Drake did it when he went to the shop. Because we had forgot all about Pusha T. Let's be clear. Drake went on some passive aggressive shit and went on LeBron James' show, and people had to Google who the fuck Pusha T was.
Talking about somebody asked where I get the Urban X cut from. This is a one-of-one.
For now.
For now. We'll just leave it at that.
So one-of-one for now, but soon we will, present some things. We want to do things right. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
All right, we want to do some things right. So Malcolm, are we out of here?
I mean, yeah, we
Let's take one more question. Let's take one more being here.
Follow us on social. You know what I mean? UrbanX_NYC.
Humble introvert.
Oh.
Earlier.
Oh, humble introvert. Didn't see that.
Yeah. Okay, we appreciate that.
And shout out to everybody that supported in Super Chat. Shout out to everybody in the chat tonight. Shout out to everybody that stuck like TuneIn Radio.
Yes.
All that stuff.
Yes.
And yeah, subscribe to the YouTube channel. We just hit 20,000 subscribers.
We're
trying to do it out here, man.
All right, so with that said, peace.
Yeah.
Black man's on the rock. I had to find a way to find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black man's man, it's time to rock. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God.
I woke up, then I logged in to that Urban X with X with log in. Put it down, come low, homie called in the log in. Black skin can't win in the white world. Seen a brother kill his own kid for that white girl. We ain't wanna go to school, but we had to. Every February it was scary in them classrooms. Shimmy y'all, shimmy yay. Old dirty bastards can't own dirty slips, so they own. Black Dot found a pot as a youngin', broke it down for his son, and now he serve it to the masses.
Black man's man, it's time to rock. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black man's man, it's time to rock. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God.
Urban excellence, a product of my residence from 4 score to 44 was the president. I told mama I ain't tryna go to church. I'm like Adam, every Adam is a prophet.